Black History Month means a lot to me, but in short terms it means celebrating and honoring the legacy that our previous black leaders have laid down for us in the past.
I think it should be celebrated not just 1 month of the year, but 365 days of the year.
It's a time of reflection. It's a time to look back at where we are now and how far we've come, considering everything that's gone on over the years.
Obviously, Black History Month means a lot to me, being from Mississippi, being the threshold of like seeing racism and at its finest. So
Black History Month is a time to kind of listen and learn, like
just acknowledging our forefathers and what they laid down for us.
Because there's a lot of black excellence, a lot of black achievements.
People try to put it in the past, but if you bring up 9/11, you bring up the Holocaust, it's like it's always remembered. But when we bring up slavery, it's like that's 400 years ago, you know what I'm saying?
Society is doing a good job of being more aware, but I still think we got a long way to go.
I feel like black history is a part of history in general, and the month being celebrated is a good part, but I also feel like it just should be celebrated in general.
It's amazing that it's still places that's like segregated. It's still places in Mississippi where it's called sundown towns. Like after a certain time, you can't go there.
I think it's an educational tool to help teach everyone about black history. And I think as the UK and as the BBR, I think we have to do a better job supporting it and pushing it.
I would say my role model right now would be LeBron James and Diddy.
I'd definitely have to say Jimmy Rogers, obviously the iconic coach from Brixton Top Cats.
The guys I grew up with back in London.
I'd say for me, it's my mom, because she's always been a hard worker, so I am from a single parent home.
Because of what they doing right now, we're opening up all the schools in their hometown and other cities for all the black kids to go to school for free.
My dad is probably like one of the biggest role models for me because he
played such an important role in the development of basketball in the UK, which has directly affected me. And I just always remember going to the Wild Den camp before it was the Top 50 camp.
For me, it'd be Malcolm X.
He has to be my college coach at Savannah State University, Horace Broadneck.
He the one who taught me, like, when you get pulled over in America by police, like, don't make false movement, don't make, like, yes sir, no sir.
He always used to talk about being greater than what you are meant to be, and kind of getting out the box that you've been putting in life.
Growing up, especially in the early years, it was very difficult, and I say that on speaking about a lot of my friends.
He instilled great leadership in me. He challenged me to learn more about black culture.
So literally she's been like there for me. She's been also my father as well, and you know, she's just a person that just never gave up on me.
He's always been a great example. He always believed in family, which is something that is dwindling in the black community.
The coach that was running my residential building, and someone left like a pair of underwear on the light, and the fire alarm went off at like 7 o'clock in the evening.
And not allowing the stigma to be what you are and what creates you. So be better than what you're supposed to be or what you're said to be.
And he came down. So everyone came down, and he's yelling at everyone, complaining. He's like, tomorrow morning, 5 o'clock, everyone has to be up, we're going running.
I had to go through what they went through without having social media platforms to defend you, without having certain channels to kind of have that support.
I'd say my biggest role model is definitely my dad.
So, you know, Coach Pete, Coach Afeez runs way to work, Coach Daniel.
My dad, he's somebody that has just always been positive around me, has shown me different ways to be a man and be a real person.
Wake up early, 5 o'clock comes, all of us go down, we're waiting in the living room, 5, 10 past 5, 5:15, 5:30. Jimmy's nowhere to be seen, so all of us end up going back to our dorm.
Coach Brian, Coach Jackson, Coach Junior, like all of those guys have all been black role models to me, and set an amazing example.
Do a great example. He's a daddy to other people's kids, like, and being that I have a daddy, that's like been one of the most greatest role models in my life.
My dad comes from Mali, Bamako, so during his time in the UK, like, he's gone through a lot of sacrifices just so that I can be in the position I can be in today.
I think we have breakfast at like 8 o'clock, so we go down for breakfast. So Jimmy's just sitting down there drinking his coffee, doesn't say a word to anyone. It's always a story that I like to think of him. But he had such a positive impact on so many people's lives, and yeah, definitely an important role model for me.
My advice to the future generation is to open your eyes, is to use your common sense, because of someone's skin color and where they was raised doesn't define what kind of person they are.
To me, just be yourself. Again, don't be boxed into something that you were told you had to be, and just kind of, you know, if you want to be a scientist, be a scientist. If you want to be an architect, be an architect. So just kind of allow yourself to be who you want to be free, but also don't forget what the groundworks that our peoples and our ancestors put in before, and always honor them. And whatever you do, make sure you do it with pride, and make sure you do it with care, and just be you.
The advice I would give to the younger generation, or my family, my younger kids that's coming up now, is to always treat people how you would want to be treated, no matter the skin tone or their color, or none of that.
To educate yourself more about Black culture, I know it's brought up in schools, and you know, we do talk about it in Black History Month, but just outside of Black History Month and outside of school, really go to the library or on the internet and learn about Black culture, Black excellence, and people who have paved the way not only for Black people but for the whole world as a...
Just be accepting and respectful, and listen to everyone's stories, and understand that everyone is the same. Like we're all people just trying to make it in this world. Like I don't understand why there has to be hate and discrimination just because people are different.
To always do your background research on how Black history was for our ancestors and for the people today, and to always like never have an enslaved mind.
And accept that we might look different, we might speak different, we might believe different things, but it doesn't mean we have to be treated badly.
To know the truth, go and seek the truth, and the truth will be revealed to you.
Listen to the generations that came before you.
No matter what color you are, no matter what race you are, no matter where you was born and who you are, you shouldn't be treated differently just because of your skin color.
I feel like the biggest thing I can take away from Black History Month itself is that I feel like within our community we know exactly how to love each other, and that's the biggest thing you can take away on this world. Like the more we love each other, like the more harmony that we can spread across the world.
Because everybody say that the sky's this or whatever, like you don't have to actually believe that. You can challenge belief, and when you challenge belief, you tend to get canceled. So my advice to the young generation is don't be scared to go against the grain. You know what I'm saying? Resist the slave mind, and with doing that, you will prosper dramatically. So that's how I feel about the whole situation.